All right, so it's my first YouTube video. So, it's gonna be kind of weird, especially looking back on this probably because I'm gonna be a lot older when I'm looking back on this. So to those of you who may be watching this, like some of those who I know is gonna be watching this, hello Ava, love you. I already know you're gonna be watching this. I don't know if I'm gonna send this to you early or not, but if you're watching, I love you. Um, hello to Pearl. I know Pearl said she was gonna watch this, so it's probably like the only two people that are actually gonna even watch this video. But now I've been thinking about making this for a long time, this video, because I feel like one thing I like a lot, and that I've started to appreciate more is like as I get older, I start to appreciate the time, like, because obviously I'm still a child, but I start to appreciate the things that I like grew up with. Like, so I'll go back on these old things that I used to watch or do, and like I'll look back on it, I'm like, wow, I've grown so much. So this is kind of like a way for me to document my growth mentally, physically, spiritually as a person, and I kind of want to, I mean, maybe what I'm doing will encourage somebody else one day. You never know how you can help somebody out. And yeah, and also another thing I think is, well, actually this whole video is probably gonna be about shit that I think. I might have like a gameplay video coming out soon with my boys, Felix and all them. But so I'm thinking though, this is probably just gonna be a video about how I think, things I do, just like I don't know how to describe it. It's not like a kind of like a life video, I don't know what you would call it, like a wisdom life video. So I wrote down on my phone like some things I want to talk about because I already know I'm gonna get off track and just start jibber jabbering about a whole bunch of random stuff. So the first one is life and how it's about perception. Okay, so one thing that I find really important to me, and I think that a lot of people don't see the importance in, is like, well, life is so significant, but it's treated as if it's not. Like people, it's really people dying every day. Like a lot of people can't imagine that and how difficult it is for a lot of people. But it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of just going on about it, but it's really serious out here, and each life is significant. Like nobody knows how significant one person was to another, and I feel like when it comes to life, and not just life but also living, like I feel like those are two different things. Life and living, like life is being born and living is the way you choose to live that life. So I feel like life is life is more about perception, because like the way you perceive everything can completely just change the outcome of your life. Like you could just be one of those weird niggas who just want to feel sorry for themselves all the time and be all moody and all grumpy and stuff, but and or you could just be somebody who, no matter what happens, it could be horrible things happening in your life and you just choose to keep a smile on your face. Fake it till you make it. Even if you're not happy on the inside, you could perceive your life as happy. And I mean, you just be a much happier person. So like life is, I feel like, and especially like the way we see things and the way we perceive things, it has a big effect on our lives. And I just, that's my take on it. I mean, I'm still growing and learning, so I'm probably gonna look back on this when I'm like 20 something. I'm gonna be like, wow, I was really stupid as a kid. But YouTube is a passion of mine. I've been wanting to do this since I was like 4. I'm living out my childhood dreams right now, so it's gonna be kind of cool to see it back later. Um, kind of already said that earlier, but just had to like further elaborate on it. And then another thing I have written down is, okay, so one thing I think that this is gonna be like a message, I guess, to some people. Like, so we live in a generation full of. Actually, let me just start off by saying this isn't everybody I know. Let me not lump everybody into a group. It's just a lot of people in this generation. So a lot of people in this generation, they like to like. It's a lot of fake love I'm noticing. Even at my like own school and people I hang around, I notice that they got a lot of fake love for each other, and it's really sad that people can't pick up on that. But I think the way we, wait, give me one second. I gotta collect the thought. Sometimes my brain doesn't work the right way. I gotta like get it going, and I'm getting spam invited by Felix and Louis on CS. But okay, so I think the way this generation is, especially, it's like it's a lot of, I don't know why people show fake love, because if you don't care about the person, why even give them your energy? I'm that type of person. I'm on like the level where if you ain't trying to get up with me, I ain't trying to get up with you. It's like a, and if you ain't trying to show love or whatever, I'm not gonna show it to you. You're not gonna show it to me. I'm not gonna sit here and show you fake love for whatever reason, because I know in at my school, they got these little group of people. Like it's so much like passive aggressiveness and fake love and just hatred and animosity towards each other. And it's like, why the fuck do y'all even call each other friends? I'm sorry for cussing, but it's like, why y'all even call each other friends at that point? It's like, well, I mean, damn, nigga, it's like, at that point, y'all might as well just, not even be friends. Don't even beef, just don't associate each other with, like, don't associate with each other, And that's also another thing that a lot of people mess up on. It's like, oh, if we're not friends, we have beef. It's like, no, you can respectfully tell somebody, oh, no beef, no smoke, no nothing, right? I just don't want to be associated with you because I don't like you as a person. Like, I feel like we need to be more vocal, like, especially, like, this generation, we have to be more upfront and, what's the word, like, strong and confident and like vocal about the way we feel. We can't just oh no, 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 all this shy because I'm still shy. I'm a very shy person. I was shy growing up my whole life. It's funny that I'm shy because I've been around like a lot of celebrities because my dad, he cooks. He's a private chef, so he cooks for right now mainly Anthony Davis, but he's done like other side people on the job. Young Boy, Tyler the Creator. It's mainly like rappers and artists, like all of black celebrities and all that. And yeah, so my fault. I'm kind of going on a tangent, but yeah. So what I'm thinking is like, the way we are, we can't be. This generation is never gonna thrive if we, if we keep showing fake love to each other because we really have all the potential. We have access to way more things than our parents did at our age. We have like, I mean, it's not perfect, but we're not perfect as people, obviously. But I mean, a lot of people I'm noticing are like very mature for their age. Us like especially around my age group, it's like there's some really wise people, some really smart people. I know back in the day it wasn't like that. It's the '80s and shit, like when my parents was born, or not born when they was raised and all that. So yeah, and I think also another thing is like the way you emotionally process things. Right? Let me get on to this because oh by the way, it's gonna be an unedited, uncut video. I don't feel like editing. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm shaking. Like I'm cold. It's whatever. So, but I think the way we process things, like emotionally, like it can really help the way we go about our lives. It can really benefit us. Like if we sit down and really just think and process things, like it would really help us in the long run. Like I seen this good example. I forgot where. I think it was on YouTube or something, where this guy was like, if this is relationships, but he was like, well, if you just let's just say somebody cheats on you, right, in your in one relationship, and then you just go right into another one. This actually happened to me, or not happened to me. This girl did what I'm about to say to me. So she got cheated on in a relationship before me. She got right with me, and then she was like, she had crazy trust issues. You're gonna have crazy trust issues because obviously the person on you, the person you were with before cheated on you. So of course, you're gonna have some trust issues, but that's because you just go straight into the relationship. What you need to do is, as people, as young adults that we are, probably whoever's watching this is probably around my age anyway. We have to give ourselves time to sit down, relax. We don't always need to be with somebody. Sit down, relax, be happy with ourselves. Like speaking from the heart, like this is a very hard thing for me to do. Like it's been really rough the past few. I don't even know how many months or damn near years at this point, but we have to really sit down and just be calm, have time to just bond with ourselves and love ourselves because, everybody says you can't love yourself. I mean, you can't love somebody else until you love yourself. And that's just, that's the truth. It's a statement for a reason. So I think that's one thing. And then it's also like, if you don't give yourself, I actually think I made this analogy a little while ago with my friends. So say you have a wound and it's bleeding. You can either choose to sit back and put the band-aid on it and then you go talk to one of your friends, or you go choose to be with somebody, or you could go walk straight up to them and just bleed all over them, and they'll be seen as bad or portrayed as like, oh, what did I do, something wrong. That's not really the best way to word it, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like you'll bleed onto other people, your issues will leak onto other people because you didn't give yourself the time necessary to heal. So yeah, I think that's one thing. And then uh I don't know. I feel like the way I view, like a lot of people, I feel like don't. I don't want to say it's gonna sound kind of like, I don't know, like I'm better. Like I don't think I'm better than nobody. If anything, I think I'm worse than a lot of people. I lack social skills. Um, I'm awkward in person. I'm weird. Uh, I don't know. I'm a different type of person. You gotta be a certain type of person to like me. But I feel like the way I think is very different to people my age, and what I mean by that is like I don't really like. I don't know. It's gonna sound so stupid me saying this. Like I'm. It's funny because I'm aware of it too. It's gonna sound so stupid me saying, oh, I think I'm different from all these other people. Da 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 da. But it's like I truly think like there's not a lot of people. There's only been one person I've met that's my age who thinks the same way as me, and that's Keyshawn. Shout out to you, my nigga. You probably watching this video too. Shouts out to you. But no, like I think if you really as if we train our minds now as youngins, like as young folks, and we train it to sit down and just relax and give ourselves time to breathe and think and analyze situations, like and take time to process things and heal from things, and it will make everybody's like life easier. I feel like I know I'm gonna look back on this later. I already said this, but I'm gonna look back on it and I know I'm yapping. I probably shouldn't even post this, but whatever. I've been wanting to do it, and I mean, who's gonna stop me, bro? Like niggas can hate, they can have whatever opinions they want on me, bro. As long as I know I'm doing what I love, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, and going into this like a little segue, like my teachers and my like, let's just say peers because a lot of them ain't my friends, but let's just say peers because there's some people like I don't know. I think maybe it's because of the way I am. It's like the way I think plus I don't know the way I word my sentences. You could say like the way I do certain things and the way I am in general socially. Like if you know me, I'm a like I can't really conversate with random people unless I'm like close to you. I'm kind of weird and shy. I don't really say what's up to people unless I really fuck with them like that. But I feel like a lot of my teachers, like I've noticed, they think I'm like very. I don't know. They think the same way I think of myself about me. So like they think that I'm like weird or whatever. But a lot of my teachers, they say I'm smart. Like I had a teacher last year. Um, damn, I can't remember what class it was that she taught, but she was like, Trey, you're very different from. She said something like this. She was like, Trey, you're very different from a lot of people your age. I think if you keep being you and you don't let anybody change you, you could really be something great and make a good change in this world. I was like, thank you, miss. That really means a lot to me. Nobody's ever told me that on like a genuine level before. Cause I've been in gifted classes since like elementary school, right? So like, you always hear growing up if you're in those like a little bit up, upper classes, like you always hear, oh, child has so much potential. He's so smart. But it's like when you can tell it's genuine and coming from the heart of somebody who can see like the genuine person in you. I don't know. I feel like it can really affect you, like in a good way though. And there's also things that can affect you in a bad way. Like I've been profiled by teachers. I've been called the N word at school. Been accused of dealing drugs. I've never done a drug in my life. Like I don't know. It's weird. But things happen. People are who they're gonna be at the end of the day. They are who they are. You can't change that. You can try to influence them. And all we can do is educate people on their ignorance, because if we don't educate them on their ignorance, they're just gonna keep being ignorant. So why be mad at somebody? Just take the time to educate. Because I'm okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an angry person anymore, but I do get frustrated at times. So like I'll get angry at something. Like let's say I'm playing a game. I'll hit something or I'll get mad. I'll be like, damn, why'd I do that? Like right after, because I'm realizing that whatever I did was stupid. But when it comes to real life things, I kind of tend to have this mentality of like in real life problems that like actually matter. I kind of take them and I'm like, I mean, if it's out of my control, nothing I can do about it. Don't trip, don't get mad, don't do nothing. Like I'm just, as I don't know, I guess growing older mentally, because I'm still pretty young physically, but like as I'm growing older mentally and spiritually, I'm kind of just realizing like I don't know, like I don't really have time to like be putting in energy with all these like people that don't care about me, don't people that don't sit there and want to have a genuine connection with me, because I don't know if y'all ever seen those videos of these old people and they're like, how are you so young, or wait, not how are you so young, how are you living to so old, and they're like, oh, you don't chase people, you got to stick to your one person if they're married, and then they're like, if they're not, they're like, just stay to yourself, don't waste your energy on no people. Like energy is a very heavy thing, not just spiritually but also mentally and physically draining, because energy is everything. It's spiritual, mental, physical. It literally feels everything. So I feel like if I'm only giving my energy to those who feel like they genuinely want it, like I'm gonna list off a couple of my my main niggas. So you got my boy Julian, bro. I fucks with him heavy, bro. He's a thorough ass nigga. Julian, if you watch this, what's happening with you? I really fuck with you heavy. Uh, Let me think. Delano, I fucks with him heavy, bro. He's a thorough ass nigga, bro. Real respectable dude, real cool dude, real good work ethic. Uh, Keyshawn, bro, that's my fucking brother. Like we're not blood related, but that's my brother. Like these are people that I genuinely can be around for like ever and not be bored. You know, I can sit there and be regular with them. And when I say regular, I mean like how people can be regular around. Like there's a lot of people that can be regular around random people. I can't do that because like I said earlier, I'm awkward. I can't just talk to random people, and that's probably why Oh yeah. This other thing, acceptance. You know, acceptance has become a very, very big part of my life. You know, losing so many people and um, just coming to realization that there's a lot of things in life that I'm not gonna be able to enjoy. Probably like I don't want to speak things on myself, but there's a lot of things that I want that I'm probably not gonna be able to do because like of lack of let's just say for example social skill. You know, and you know I've sat there, I've dealt with it. It's hard, like it's hard to accept, but I've accepted it. You know, I don't want to accept it, but I have to at the end of the day because I mean it's only gonna be one way. So unless there's something drastic that changes, or I just find the perfect click that fits with it, fits with me, I'm not gonna lie, it's chop. Uh, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Having to accept the thing that you want most, like having to accept that the thing that you want most is never gonna happen. It's fucking painful. I'm not gonna lie. It really hurt me on the inside. Like if I don't know if y'all know me, I'm pretty like I'm a pretty chill person most of the time. I don't really show much emotion or much negative emotion, I'll say. But having to deal with that, like I was like, damn, this shit kind of hurt because like I realized like this is not a fucking game. It's nothing I could change or do about it. Like it's just certain things that I, because of my own limitations, I just can't have in life. I mean, and I'm working on. I've been going to the gym. I've been talking to more people. Uh, I've been writing. Like I write in my journal every night before I go to sleep. It helps me sleep. I just write about things. Helps me emotionally process shit. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe this will encourage somebody. Help. Maybe you could go do something to improve yourself. Maybe go on a walk, drink some more water. I've been doing that too, drinking water. Maybe pick up a skincare routine. I actually really need to do that. Go to the gym. Really good for you. I love the feeling of being sore after hitting a crazy ass arm day in the gym. Even though I'm still skinny, but I did put on some good pounds. And I am gonna tell this story about this like random little thing in math class. So, um, there was this time in math where let's just say like this was a little while ago. So I think this was before high school, and they had this girl that I wanted, and she was with this other dude a lot bigger than me, a lot taller than me. And I was like, all right. So I wrote down in my notebook, I was like, all right, Trey, you ain't gonna stop till you get to 125 lean. And I kind of like didn't really pay much mind to it. I guess it was always in the back of my head. I just never really realized it. And you know, I sat there and I was just in my class one day, and I was thinking, and I was like, okay, this was like last week. I was thinking about it, and I was like, wait a minute, bro, you're 130 lean, and you were talking to this girl at one point, but you just realized that she's not for you. So really, you did what you accomplished. And I was like, you really got to sit back and enjoy the little things. Like I seen this quote. Jinxie said this. This was like this was fire. You overestimate what you can do in a day and underestimate what you can do in a year. Now, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but y'all gotta just pace it. You can't do everything in one day. And it'll all come together over the course of time. Time heals all wounds. Time is a mender. Time is beautiful. Everything is, I don't know, man. So many words I have, and I don't. I viewer retention time is gonna be low. I already know because I'm using a lot of filler words, and I doubt. I mean, the recording's been going on for 19 minutes, and this is uncut, so I know that nobody's probably gonna be watching up to this point, except for Ava. So, hello, Ava. If you are watching this, but I don't know. Even she might be bored by this point. I'm kind of just saying a whole bunch of nonsense, really, but yeah, you got to sit back and realize the little things you've accomplished because, you always want to sit back and look like, because you see all these other people doing it. Oh, I went from completely broke to millions. No, because there's steps to that. You don't just become broke to millionaire overnight. You feel me? Like there was that stage where it was slow motion better than no motion. Then he had a little motion. Then you shot up. You feel what I'm saying? So there was a time where I was like, what? Let's say 115. Then I got to 120. You know, 125, and then I didn't realize anything, so I was at 130. But then I had to sit back and realize there were steps to get into this point. You know, I had to start eating a lot. Like I eat most of the time. I probably 4 to 6 meals a day. I'm a hungry ass nigga, but I'm skinny though. I'm a little bit muscular. I'm putting on a little bit of muscle, but I'm still pretty skinny. Like I stand up, like I'm a lengthy ass nigga. Like I'm skinny. You know. So yeah, that's just the way I see things. You know, you got to sit back and take everything step by step, and you know, just once you do that, you'll enjoy the little things in life because I've come to enjoy the little things more. Like, um, even just getting to say hi to some of the people that I like in my I like. There's a lot of people I like. For example, my fifth period class. Just getting to talk to them. Really makes my day easier. Makes it better. Something I look forward to throughout the school day, especially with how ass my school is. All these fucking Edgars walking around, just want to be street thugs. These fucking Mexicans who say nigga more than I do, and I overuse that word too, which is crazy. But my fault in the language. I'm gonna try to keep it professional because after all, this is a YouTube video, and I do want to take this seriously one day. So I probably should have started this like a few years ago, but might as well start now. Better late than ever. That was corny. Wow. I was also thinking something that probably stopped me for a little while from making this video too is, what if I don't know what to say? What if niggas from my school see it and clown me and they're like, oh, you this corny nigga off of YouTube? And then I kind of just realized it's like, okay, like I've had this mentality of like, okay, like you think I'm corny, okay, like, and then I was also thinking about it because at this time I got my ass whooped. Like I that dude. Like I was in a fight and that nigga beat me up. Like I hadn't lost. This was the first fight I lost and that nigga beat me the fuck up. And it was like, hey bro, you got your ass whooped. I was like, I mean shit, okay, ain't nothing I could do about it, bro. I already shit. I mean the nigga hands was better than me. Niggas was bigger than me. I admit my defeat and I keep it pushing. Like I remember it's gonna be kind of a more let's just say like touching, like maybe some of y'all could relate to this. I'm gonna be open and honest and vulnerable because at the end of the day I don't give a shit anymore. Like niggas could think what they want about me. Niggas could think I'm nice. Niggas could think I'm a thug. I don't give a fuck anymore. Uh, so I remember I was with this girl. I think for it was 2 or 3 months, and this was actually very very recently. And then you know, things happened, and I found out from one of her friends and from my brother that not my biological brother, I'm talking about Keyshawn. I found out that that she was treating around. She was going dick to dick. Like she was like that. I heard that she was doing crazy shit in middle school, but I'm like, all right, that's middle school. I don't really care about that. Then I heard that she was like talking to another nigga at the same time, and she was talking to me, and then I heard she was like entertaining other niggas, and then all that bullshit. And I just heard that, oh, she be talking about you to her friends or whatever. I'm like, all right, that's cool, bro. Girls gonna do it. Girls gonna do it. And then she was like, oh, I was like, and I kind of didn't want to accept it at first, but I'm like, it makes sense, bro. She barely want to talk to me on the phone. She ain't never trying to link with me outside of school, cause I'm like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna try to push you to do nothing if you don't want to do it. Obviously, if you don't want to give me your time and attention, I'm just not gonna. And I stopped giving it back, and it's funny, cause the second I started reciprocating the same energy she did, I'm like, well, I mean, all right, you seem like you want to just kind of have your space. I'm gonna just give it to you because sometimes we all want to be alone. I feel that. I feel like y'all could feel that too. Uh, I feel like we could all feel that on some type of level, but it's like once I started reciprocating that type of energy, she was like, "Oh, LOL, we don't even talk anymore." I'm like, I mean, I texted you like 3 times today, and you just didn't want to respond. So, I mean, you respond you with your little whatever, whatever, and then the next day I don't text you because obviously it seems like you don't want to be bothered. I mean, that's the way I perceived it at least, and I communicated this because, um, side note, I'm a very strong communicator. Like, if there's nothing else I could do good in a relationship is communicate. Like, my communication skills are very on par, or that's not the way to say it. They're very, let's just say they're very good because, I'm starting to get way more in touch with my emotions, and I'm starting to be able to tell what I feel. Like I can, like once you're able to feel it and you're able to tell very clearly what it is that you feel, all that you need is the communication. And if I'm comfortable with you, it's my decision to trust you, as my partner or whatever. So I'm gonna communicate how I'm feeling. If something, making me uncomfortable or something, I feel this type of way about it, I'm gonna let you know. Or you want me to do something for you, like I'm communicating. I ask people to communicate about the shit I'm doing wrong. Like I'll ask you like, oh, what's something I could do better that you wish I did, or something I don't do that you want me to do, or all this. I'm probably talking kind of fast. I talk kind of fast, but I'm like that type of person. It's like, is anything that I do that you want me to stop? Anything uh I don't do that you want me to, like something you really like. And then it could even lead into the more, let's just say 18 plus shit, but that's for a different day, different topic, different website. I'm not funny. Shut up, Trey. Damn. But yeah, strong communicator, and I feel like being in a relationship with somebody who acts childish and you know that's way past me now. I don't know why I was with that girl. She was really childish. She was not good for me, honestly. Like I used to go to sleep stressing and shit. Like, oh, did she not fuck with me or whatever? But that's besides the point. Everybody gotta have their canon event or whatever. So, you know, and like I said, the okay mentality, like I was talking about earlier. When you in life, you just gotta have that. Okay, I mean, she was doing what she was doing, bro. I mean, she wasn't loyal to me. I was loyal to her. Um, okay, shit, I didn't let it affect me. I mean, it hurt honestly. Like I really did like that girl a lot, and she was really nice and pretty, but whatever. And also talking about the how you, I think I touched on this earlier, but how when you bleed, instead of putting the band-aid on and giving yourself time to heal, you just walk on straight to other people and you bleed on them. So basically, what she was doing was, I always thought this kind of. I had this intuition feeling in my stomach, because you know how they say projection is strong, and they say somebody will project things that they're doing onto you by like I'll show you with an example. Let me take a breath. I'm talking kind of fast. I'm getting kind of lightheaded. Give me 1 second. Okay, so basically, this girl would always like check my phone and shit, and obviously, like I said, I was I had nothing to hide. I was like, all right, can you know, like I would give her my phone, do whatever, she would check it, whoop de whoop, this, that, and the third. She would do all her stuff, check my stuff. And I was like, okay. I mean, it's kind of weird how like you really want to check it that bad, as if I would have any reason to cheat on you. Like, you can already tell that I'm an awkward nigga, so obviously I don't have hoes. And even if I did have the option of having a roster, I wouldn't anyway, because that's just fucking corny. That's for fucking children. And I think if you are a nigga with the roster, you should reevaluate your life choices, because you're a fucking cornball. You're a goober. You're a fucking weirdo. But that's besides the point. Actually, no, that's not besides the point. You're a fucking weirdo. Um, it's not hard to be loyal. You fucking weirdo. All right, my fault. No, I just think niggas with rosters, they're like, this is the same people who be like, oh, I get bitches, you can't tell me nothing, nigga. It's like, all right, bro, you get bitches and what? You don't care about them, they don't care about you. You just got pussy. I could buy a pocket pussy off of Amazon for fucking $15.99, and it have the same shit you got going on, bro. Put some fucking lotion in that shit and go crazy. Only difference is you just, oh, it's a female. She don't give a fuck about you, nigga. That's basically just that's what she is to you. She's just a fuck doll, like a pocket pussy. But that's going off the point. But like I said, the bleeding onto others things. So obviously she had gotten. She told me, she was open about it. She was like, "Oh, I got cheated on my past relationship. I got trust issues. I got attachment issues." Cause she broke up with me like 4 times. Like, it was weird. Like, she would text me and be like, "We're done," and I'll be like, "All right." And then she'd be like, 10 minutes later, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. This, that, and the third." I honestly, thinking back on it, the first time that shit happened, I should have just left. I was very naive. That was like one of my first real relationships, so I had a lot to learn still. But and it's crazy because that shit was like literally in December. Like that shit, like that was actually November. Um, no, but I mean, yeah, y'all who know about it, y'all know about it. And I doubt anybody random's gonna watch this, but yeah. So, she obviously projected her insecurities onto me, like with the phone check. And she was like, "You want to check my phone?" And I was like, "Nah," because I already felt like she could. I mean, it's like, no, I have no reason to. Like, you could delete anything off your phone anyway if you had anything. I trust you anyway. Because if I'm choosing to be with you, I'm choosing to give you 100% of my trust. And if you break it, that's your choice. My decision to trust, your choice to break it. That's the way I see things. Um, And then you just got weird niggas too. Like, I want to touch on that. That's a whole. I could dead ass make a whole video about it. I got a whole fucking fan at my school. Nigga like is obsessed with everything I do. Like, nigga will never hop off dick. I don't know. It's crazy. Wait, let me see something real quick. Do I have a? Okay, no, I don't. Okay, I thought my CS was being captured, but No, yeah. So weirdos. I don't even let them affect me no more, cause I'm me. I'm not gonna let nobody else's energy touch me unless I choose to let it. And oh, speaking of that too, they have these I'm not gonna name no names for this part, but actually nobody's probably been watching up to this point. It's 30 minutes in, but they got these little group of girls or whatever that I be seeing every day. I got a class with them and stuff. And I fuck with one of them. Not like that, not like that. Like as a friend and shit. And I don't know, she's kind of weird. And sometimes we're like put in weird positions by people. We don't know what to do about it. So, what I'm gonna tell y'all and give y'all some advice on is when you're put in a position where you don't know what's happening with it or you don't know what to do. I mean, just seek God first. It's funny because I feel like I actually thank God more for bad experiences than I do the good, because, um, like I said, bad experiences, they build character. Trauma, pain, death, grief, depression, they all build a man's character. I feel like I'm a pretty characterized person, or not characterized. That's not the right word. I feel like I'm a man of character. I'd say. I'm a nice dude. I'm not a dickhead. I'm not no weirdo. I say I got pretty good insight on a lot of things. And I done been through a lot. I done been through a lot of shit. A lot of niggas don't see it because I don't let them. A lot of people just think, oh, he's just this cool, chill dude. He make his little jokes here and there. He don't really do too much. But yeah, it's just crazy out here. Uh, but yeah, so once you have that to build your character, you know, I don't know. I just thank God for the experiences He's given me. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot. I don't know. I just haven't had the time, to like do a lot of the things that I used to do. Like in the summer, I was real locked in with God. Like I had I remember I used to have like dreams like once a week about like the coming of Christ and all that. Like it was really cool. I just had one like 2 nights ago actually, where like He literally like folded a cloud in the sky and came out and started like stepping on the air and came down and like you know, it was really cool. I feel like God gives me these dreams for a reason. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna keep analyzing and keep persevering and seeing what's up. And I mean that's wisdom. A little chit chat with y'all boys, man. Just talk about my little experiences. I'm trying to think. Did I finish my thought on the girl? Oh yeah, so the girl who I was with, uh, it's funny too because I didn't even want her at first. I didn't. I wanted. It's funny. I wanted her friend at first, but her friend started fucking with another nigga. So I just, I started fucking with her. She was cool too, but the other one I felt like I could have definitely gotten a lot deeper with on a real like locked in like emotional connection type shit. Like, cause she seemed a lot more genuine. She seemed like she was getting close with God. Everything I was looking for. You know, beautiful, melanated, all that. But shit. Life happens. We gonna keep on persevering. We gonna keep on thriving. We gonna keep on doing our thing. Nobody watched this far. So, Trey, to you in the future, remember, keep that head up. You know, things ain't never gonna be perfect, but they ain't always gonna be horrible. So, keep the shit thugging. Uh, Never let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. The shit you done defied through your life is fucking crazy, my nigga. Don't never let nobody tell you what the fuck you can and can't do. Cause look at where you are now. You in Cali with the PC, how you was dreaming about when you was 5 watching these Minecraft YouTubers do it. You sitting here with friends and people that care about you when you thought that nobody gave a fuck about you. You sitting here with all this shit surrounded by you. You surrounded by everything you wanted that you never thought you would have, but guess what? You got it. And guess who gave it to me? Not no man, not no money, not no idol, nothing. Jesus Christ, God Almighty. All praise to Jesus. He gave it to me. Wouldn't be nowhere without him. He gave me his protection, his wisdom, his guidance. Even at times when I didn't see it, I know he was there guiding me. And I know even though I couldn't feel it, he was there guiding me. I thank him for that. Real spill. To those I done lost, on fallen soldiers, man, I miss y'all. I know y'all looking down on me watching this video. To Ava, if you're still watching, I love you. Again for the third time. Also, thank you, Ava, for helping me. You know, kind of, you kind of inspired me to do this. You made me realize that I'm not as bad of a person as I thought I was, and kind of inspired me to help start this. So if anything comes out of this, Ava, thank you, baby. I love you. Julian, if you're still watching this, appreciate you for being a thorough ass nigga forever and always. I'm gonna crash out for you soon. I'm always gonna be there for you. Same goes for Delano. And Pearl, you said you're gonna be my biggest supporter. Hey Pearl, if you're still here, thank you for watching this far. If you did, Keyshawn, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but if you are watching this, thank you. I appreciate you for being a brother, being a role model for me. You taught me how to be a better man. You taught me how to be more affectionate. You taught me how to love better. You taught me how to feel better. You taught me how to process better. I really wouldn't be, and I would be the same annoying little brat ass nigga that I was 2 years ago if it had not been for Keyshawn telling me to lock the fuck in. So I appreciate you, bro. Third last nigga legend. You put me through some shit too. You taught me how to persevere through no matter. You taught me how to persevere through whatever it was that I'm going through. So I appreciate you for that too, my nigga. I appreciate you. And yeah, to anybody watching this, thank y'all. And I love y'all truly with all my heart. I do. I really do love all of y'all who watch this and support me and support everything I do. I really do love y'all. And with that, I'm out. Peace.